Yeah, good afternoon. I'm sorry, I switched to English. Can I start? Or? Yeah. So, yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is my pleasure to be here to introduce the coming autumn special exhibition, Asian Bronze: 4,000 Years of Beauty, on behalf of my colleague Anna and William, and also the co-curator from the Metal Atelier, Sarah. I will briefly introduce the concept and also as a movie trailer. So it is impossible to introduce this exhibition. Every piece, like we have around 75 pieces, but I will try my very best to walk you through the galleries before the exhibition opens. The Rijksmuseum shows Asian art through its research and exhibition programs to highlight the diversity and the quality of art of Asia. And this exhibition is one of the results. Through the years, in the past decades, the Rijksmuseum has conducted a lot of research on bronze. So this exhibition is also one of the chance for us to introduce the result of the bronze research, especially on the Asian art, to the audience. So this is a very challenging exhibition because the subject is Asian bronze, which is very, very large geographically. So we have objects from Pakistan, India in the west, and through the Southeast Asia, for example, Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia, and to China, Japan, and Korea in the east. So geographically, it's very large, and the time-wise, the time zone is also very, very long. So the oldest object that is displayed in the exhibition is made in, the second millennium BCE, and the newest object that we show is just finished last week. So in this exhibition, we try to tell a story, a very complicated story about the art of bronze in Asia and through this 4,000 years until today. So what is bronze? So in principle, bronze is 90% copper and 10% tin, and also sometimes with lead, zinc, and etc. And the differences accordingly, sometimes the proportion has changed, but overall it is a kind of a copper alloy metal. And archaeologically, bronze, the use of bronze signifies a start of the civilization. The oldest bronze production was in Mesopotamia around 3 millennium BCE. Then it spread to the west in Greek and Roman, and also to the East. So the exhibition will happen in Phillips Wing, and we will use total 10 galleries to talk about the materiality of the bronze and also the travel, which including the objects travel, the iconography travel, and also the techniques and qualities, and also the existence and the passing down of the traditions. So in the first gallery, we see only one object. This is the oldest object that we have. It was made in 2nd millennium BCE in India, and I personally call it Patrick the Star, simply because it reminds me the cartoon sponges. But it is an anthropomorph made in India, and this specific piece is the only piece that is in European collection that we thank the colleague from Nice kindly lent us this piece. And going in, we focus, this exhibition focuses on 3 major regions in Asia, namely East Asia, which include China, Korea, and Japan, and Southeast Asia, including, so here we see Thai examples, and South Asia, which we see an example from the loan from Pakistan. So these are the relatively early examples of these 3 regions. And these 3 regions all develop its own bronze culture. However, within the Asia itself, there's also a lot of interactions and exchanges between it. And most splendid gallery, the 3rd and 4th, the largest galleries, are dedicated to the masterpieces of the statuary object, which included Hindu, Buddhist object, and Chinese burial object of the tomb. For example, here we see a very rare Han Dynasty examples of horse and groom, which size is rather large. It is about 130 centimeters tall, and on your left, you see a beautiful Gandhara Vishnu example, and also a Thai example of Naga and Makara. And of course, a beautiful Shiva Nataraja from the society is one of the highlight and probably most important object in the exhibition. And also together with Rijksmuseum's Samanskanda and the beautiful Jina sculpture dated 1168 will also join us in this exhibition. Talking about the Buddhism and the travel of the iconography, here we try to show the spread of the style and also the indigenous style developed in different countries. Here we see a Indian Buddha sculptures dated in 6th century on the right. In the middle, we have Buddha on the Naga from Thailand, dated 12th to 13th century. And this magnificent piece is a generous loan from National Museum of Thailand in Bangkok. And this is the first time this impressive piece has traveled out from its country. And on the left-hand side is one of my favorite objects. It is a Chinese Northern Way gilded bronze sculpture, dated 518. This gilded two Buddha sculpture is it is the only examples in Chinese art history. So besides the loan from far away, we also have loan from Netherlands. On your left, we see an 18th century huge bronze Buddha from Japan, and I gratefully thank the colleague from Leiden who helped us and support us this exhibition and generously let us took out one of their big Buddha in their Buddha room. And on your right-hand side, we also see a Thai version of Buddha Vairochana from 9th century. Besides, there's also Sino-Tibetan examples. For example, the magnificent Chinese Tibetan Buddhism sculpture of during the Yongle period. In the middle and the right, both examples are exceptionally beautiful, especially the middle piece, the Bodhisattva. So far, we only know 2 examples exist in the world. And that is also a very, very large sculpture, almost 160 centimeters. On the left-hand side is a Nepal example of Sita from 14th century. It is gilded bronze and decorated with lacquer on the surface, so that we won't only see the very dull brown, dark bronze or rusted green object. Yeah. And besides this major area, we also have examples from Mongolia and Tibet. On the left-hand side is the recent acquisition from the Rijksmuseum of Guyasamaya Aksopya, well, in Chinese, Miji Jingang, which will also be shown the first time in the exhibition. On your right-hand side is a mechanic mandala, which is, on your right-hand side, which is when the mandala is closed, and when it opens, it demonstrates a Buddhist cosmos to the audience, which is exceptionally rare. As far as I know, there's only 2 examples exist. Besides that, there's Asian art also faced the challenge of the Western European modern art in the late 19th century and early 20th century. And we also chose 2 examples, one from a Thai artist, in Siri, and also on your right-hand side is a Chinese example of Hua Tianyou. Both of them are very interesting artists and also dedicated to to work with modern art in the same time, but also combine their own tradition. For example, the Thai artist who once won the scholarship and went to Europe and studied with Henry Moore, so that we can see he combined the traditional Thai, Sukhothai sculpture style together with European modern sculpture. And on the right-hand side, the Chinese example is a Chinese artist, Hua Tianyou, who studied in Paris in the early 20th century, who was also one of the very, very few foreigner artists that won the gold medal of French Salon in the early 20th century, and who also developed this his sculpture style, combining the traditional Chinese aesthetic of Qi Yun Shen Dong, so the vividity of the Qi into his modern art sculpture. And beyond this, what makes Asian bronze extraordinary is that not only sculpture works, bronze was used in Asia in almost every aspect, which included everyday objects. For example, so here we try to show the different senses of the bronze, and here one of the highlight is the very, very large elephant Zun from Song Dynasty. And this is also the only piece in the world. There's no identical pieces. The original function of the Zun is the wine container, so that although in the exhibition we are not inviting the audience to taste the bronze, but you can imagine the bronze was associated with the touch and also the taste of the wine or food. On the left-hand side is a modern contemporary artist's work from Japan, Koji Hatakeyama sensei's work, and he is dedicated on the surface of bronze, which in his works, it shows all different kind of colors of the bronze, which is different from the European way or European tradition of the bronze work. Next to the next gallery, we will focus on the sense of smell. So in this section, different kind of incense burner or censers will be displayed. Here we see a 19th century Japanese lobster-shaped censer, and on the left is a 15th century Vietnamese example. And of course, we will not forget the sound of the bronze. Here we show the largest bronze bell set from Cologne in the European collection. And also on the left-hand side, that is loan from Indonesia, the temple bell from Java from 9th century. And in the middle is a Vietnamese Dongsan culture bronze drum. And besides that, there's also the sharpness of the bronze. Here we see the ceremonial blade from Zhou dynasty, and this one, as far as I know, also there's only one pair. This one is from Museum Guimet, and the other one is in the Metropolitan Museum. And the last quality of the bronze is also demonstrated on its shininess. So that here in this section we show a bronze mirror and also bronze, the lamp made from bronze. Here there's also another travel subject. The lamp in the middle we see is actually a 6th century lamp made in Egypt, and that was excavated in Thailand. Which is also very, very rare. On the left-hand side, we see a Korean mirror that was copied directly from a Chinese prototype, which we can see from the Chinese character was mirrored, and lower mirror is a Chinese mirror from 13th century and introduced to East Asia, so that on its shining, flat, smooth surface, there's Arabic engraving of 12 zodiac signs, which all these objects testified within within Asia and also beyond Asia. The bronze culture has intensive exchanges and also dynamic interactions. On the right-hand side is a loan from Los Angeles, which is a large Indian lamp from 18th century. And in the exhibition, we try to, which one can walk through, so which is really magnificent. And these are the works that just finished last week. So we also will show at the end of the exhibition 2 Japanese magic mirror. The so-called magic mirror is that the bronze mirror, when the light shines through, shine on the surface, smooth surface of the bronze mirror, and then it reflects the back decoration of the mirror, which you see on the right. But the one in the middle, Jesus on the cross is hidden in the mirror, so that from the appearance you see a common mirror with decoration of flower and trees, but when the light shines on the surface, it projects out the Jesus Christ cross on the Jesus crucified on the cross. And this is to do with when the Christianity was banned in Japan, and then the believers has to conduct secret worship. This kind of magic mirror in Chinese term, we call it Tou Guang Jing, literally translated as light penetrating mirror. But of course, light can never penetrate a mirror, so that there's a trick. So Mr. Yamamoto in Kyoto is the last artisan that knows still how to create this kind of magic mirror. And these are the objects that are included in the exhibition. So we thank the collaboration and also the support from the KBVAK. Without this wonderful object as the basis, we would never be able to make this Asian bronze special exhibition. But this is least not the last. We also plan to extend the exhibition out from the Philips wing, and of course, just as earlier mentioned, provenance research is very important, so that this exhibition, the issues of provenance is also considered in this exhibition. So here in the middle, we see old historical photo in early 20th century, around 1916, which was an 8-meter Japanese bronze pagoda shot in the garden of the Rijksmuseum. The 8-meter pagoda was once displayed in the colonial exhibition in 1883 in Amsterdam South, which is now the Museumplein. And this pagoda was standing at the outside of the exhibition, and later was acquired and placed in the museum's garden. And in mid-20th century, the collection was transferred to Folkekunde Museum in Leiden, and it would stand also in the garden of the Leiden museums until 1990s. So in the beginning of this exhibition, we thought we could display this 8-meter tall pagoda, but in the atrium probably it's a little bit difficult. So as a compromise, we chose another one with pagoda from the Leiden collection that is also acquired in the same exhibition in 1883, but slightly smaller, which is only 3 meters tall. And as the bridge of this, we hope to bring the audience also to visit the Asiatic pavilion, and so that to coherence with the Asian bronze exhibition in the Asian pavilion, there's also a small mini display of Asian bronze from Society collection. So this is all. Thank you very much. Maybe question, if there's any. Yes, please.
It's interesting to see that you also display contemporary work. Would you also consider buying contemporary bronzes for the Rijksmuseum, in fact?
Good questions. I can't say it for Taco, but we will try. Yes, there's a catalog prepared.
And my question is about the provenance of this bronze. Is there any material in the catalogue, or are you planning to do anything about provenance?
Yes, so regarding the provenance, all the exhibited object in the exhibition was carefully selected. They are all from early collection, and also this exhibition we work with the museums from Asia, so that there's quite a lot of loan from Asian countries. And in the exhibition catalog, some of the collection history would also be mentioned. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Ja. Kom nog een flesje wijn. Mag ik u allen uitnodigen voor een borrel? En als u naar huis gaat, wens ik u een goede en veilige thuisreis. Maar blijf vooral nog even. Vergeet ik nog iets? Nee, hier is de borrel. Hier, gewoon buiten. Vergeet ik iets? Nee. Ja. Oh, die is voor... Nee, die was voor Ching-Ling.